In this video, I'm going to show you guys the 2 ways you can use the custom integration of ChatGPT with Likely.AI. I mean, I was blown away. My own brother didn't even know that we'd done some of these things. So it's going to be a quick demo of the 2 cool ways you can use ChatGPT inside of LikelyAI. First way is you can use it with any address, any contact, any property you've ever seen, right? So you just go over to engage, and then from here, you can either start a blank chat, which is what you kind of experienced in ChatGPT, or you can use one of our engineered prompts. And so this is where we take all of the data around a property or a person, and we write that prompt and give you the full refresh effect. So let's start with the buyer prompt, the buyer persona. The other ones I think you might have heard of are writing a listing email or investor email or listing description. Ours are all really cool because we use all of the data that's associated with that contact and that property. But the buyer persona is the one that blew my brother away. So here's a quick demo of that. All you have to do is click on that tile and then pick an address. So I'm going to use my folks' place. Oop. Just because I like to pick on them. Now what it's doing right now is it just went and pulled all the data that's associated with this property, and then it's now writing a buyer persona who's most likely to buy that property, along with what settings you'd want to use for any social media marketing, and also even some ad copy. So let's look at what we have. The address, you can see that it brought back like the seller, a nice visual, who owns the property, do they currently the owner, do they live there? Like, we kind of did that ourselves because we found that it didn't work very well at other places. Other properties that they're associated with, additional phone numbers and emails, so that way there's plenty of ways to get in touch with these people. And the next piece is over here, and it is on the actual persona. So this is what it is. It breaks down who is most likely to buy your home. And it's generic to that area and that property. So you can see that it's the income, age, so that's your demographics, psychographics, so tech savvy, family oriented, golfing, interests, pain points, desires. I mean, these pain points, guys, are gold. Turn these pain points into or use it as the basis for any of your social media marketing to a demographic that would be buying this property. These are their pain points: balance, work, and life difference. So use them to write the hooks for your different social media marketing. There's your desires. So those are the 3 additional zip codes that are basically what we've defined as where buyers are coming from. So what's the pool of potential buyers? And these are usually adjacent or contiguous zip codes to where the property in question is located. So this property is in Alamo. This is Danville, Lafayette, and San Ramon. I know that area. That's very accurate. Then we give you the social media. So how to target, what ad copy to use, and some keywords to make sure that you use. So you can see that that's for all 3: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And it gives you some ideas of other marketing channels, some buying behaviors, and then even into some of the brands that this person would probably buy. Right, so you can copy this right by clicking here, and now that is in your copy queue. You can paste it in Google Doc, whoever you want, and think about taking that to a listing presentation and saying, Mr. Seller, let me show you what I think is going to happen, and let me show you how I'm going to find a buyer for your home. It's not just hey, I've got a reputation, I've done this for a while. You can use that, plus I'm also very tech savvy, and I know exactly how to find buyers for your home in any market that there is. Now, to continue kind of on that listing presentation, you can also use a listing description, right? So we just go back and then go to listing description. So let's just use the same property. And it's going to do the same thing. Well, on the left, it's going to run it, basically give it the full refresh treatment. And then on the right, it's taking all of that information, that even more than what we're displaying, then writing a nice description so that way it's accurate with the number of beds, baths, square feet, when it was built, remodeled, whatever it is, rather than you having to write all it all up from the beginning. This is either just grab this and go, or you can use this as a basis for, maybe wordsmithing it to kind of fit exactly how you want it to sound, or position it, or add some extra details. And I always recommend making sure that you read it before you just copy paste. So with that, those are just some of the, 2 of the 4 custom prompt templates we have. You can also then just do a chat of any length, of anything you want to do. So you can see me do demos all the time where I come in here and showcase how to solve a problem, or how to create mid-journey prompts, or how to. Get one of our prompt playbooks. There's tons in there. Copy and paste them. We don't have enough room to stick them all in here, but we're going to start adding more and more in here, so it's all right here. It's just push and play, because that's the feedback we've been getting. So that's the one area where you can do it to any address, right? Or just to have a completely free chat. The other way is anytime that you see a property tile within the platform anywhere. So in this case right here on the right, if you click on it, right, and this is also on your contacts and everywhere else, it's like kind of your detail panel for a property, right? You see this as details. Just click marketing, and then boom, what do you know? All of those prompt templates are there, so that way you can quickly, write I want to list this home email. Well, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to enter anything. All it does is takes, again, all of the data around that property and the owners and the contacts and everything we have kind of in a knowledge base, and writes a beautiful, I want to buy your home, or I want to list your home, a listing description, or buyer persona. Okay, so it is an extremely handy tool to have, and you can literally do it from anywhere in the app, right? So if you go over to your contacts, if you don't have a bunch on your home page, literally pick any contact that you want. Let's pick Douglas Williams. Okay, so here you go. All the information on them. Didn't start with anything. We found some information. Okay, this doesn't have a whole lot on the contact, but it would be exactly the same thing. I want to buy your home. Right, so usually this is one I would say, this guy has a little bit of a distress score, so that's not bad. I probably use that whenever there's a higher distress score and a likely seller score. So, here you go. Here's a beautifully written, usually includes a quote. Ralph Waldo Emerson, future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So, guys, we spent a lot of time building these out. This is how to use the ChatGPT integration to have a much more productive day, as well as reach out with well-written content and kind of gather collateral for listing presentations. When you can go there with you can write out, I want to list your home. Then you can print off whatever the listing description is. We'll copy into a Google Doc. I think that's probably a good place. And then to do the same thing with the buyer persona for the property. And you'll see that the wow factor that you're going to bring to those presentations. That today, I'm sure they've not seen anything quite like this, or if they have, it's been very, very few kind of early adopters of technology like this. But usually you have to sit there and write all of this additional data into it, which would just be mind-numbing to say the least. So here, let's try Auburn. Somewhere else. Okay, who do we get? Okay, here's all the information. It's a VoIP, wireless. Okay, Auburn, Washington. And so then marketing information. What are they? Oh, okay, they're a little bit distressed too. Let's do get a listing email. And then it takes about, a couple seconds usually for it to complete its cycle and kind of write the final email for you. From here, you can just copy it and go. All right. So that is really what I wanted to show today. I wanted to just to show how easy we made it so you can use or have a buyer persona built, or a listing email, or investor email, a listing description, or just use ChatGPT for whatever you want in the start of chat on any one of our prompt playbooks, either on any property that may or may not be a contact of yours, or on any of your contacts with that side panel view under marketing. So details and marketing. So there you go. Here's person in Auburn, Washington. You can see how different the actual description is. The buyer persona is adjacent zip codes, keywords, That's what makes this so powerful. It's not a template. And I'm sure you played with GPT a little bit at some point, but it takes a lot of work to get those prompts to work right. And this just works. So thank you very much for your time today. And remember, data has set the stage for where we are today. AI stealing the show. So get on board, start utilizing a platform like Likely. Get our playbooks. You can use them anywhere you want. They're designed to help you steal the show with AI. Have a great afternoon.